shadows of late 90s and early 2000s gaming, many hidden gems and spine-chilling adventures remain unknown to the mass. If you're into that kind of stuff, today I've brought you a list of the most edgy, gothic, sensual, obscure and unknown games that I've ever played. So grab yourself some popcorn and relax, cause we are going to explore some weird stuff. Imagine stepping into a Gothic haunted monastery in the heart of Wales, where every shadow hides a sinister secret and every corridor screams with the whispers of the past. In Koudelka, you play as Koudelka, a powerful and mysterious lady brought to this forsaken place by her visions and by an inexplicable force. So, as you explore the monastery, you'll unravel a dark and twisted narrative filled with ancient curses, restless spirits and forgotten tragedies. The game's unique blend of survival horror and RPG mechanics means you'll not only need to survive the eerie and hostile environment, but also strategize in turn-based combat. The game has multiple endings, and the story's conclusions depends on your choices. Picture a game where every decision you make could be your last. I personally loved this game so much, from the voice dubbing to the characters, the places, the aesthetic and the great story. The only downside I can mention is the frequent random combats. I mean, they can feel excessive sometimes. However, considering the journey this game offers, they're totally worth it. Set in a dark Gothic mansion filled with perilous traps and devious enemies, you play as Princess Allura, who is wrongfully accused of heinous crimes. To clear your name, you must navigate this ominous world. So, what sets TrapT apart is its ingenious trap-based combat system. Instead of direct confrontation, you lay intricate traps to lure and eliminate your foes. Every room becomes like a deadly puzzle where strategy and timing are crucial. Overall, I think this is a pretty good game. I quite enjoyed the story and appreciated the overall vibe. I must admit that I got bored at times while playing, but the game is worth mentioning for its atmosphere. Okay, this one is a classic when it comes to dark fantasy and intricate storytelling. Set in the war-torn kingdom of Valencia, you play as Ashley Riot, an elite investigator caught in a web of betrayal, magic and political intrigue. The story unfolds through gripping dialogue and elaborate cutscenes, immersing you in a narrative filled with twists, dark magic and moral ambiguity. As you explore ancient ruins, you'll find yourself hooked by its rich atmospheric world, the puzzles and the twisted, compelling plot. The game challenges you to master a complex system of abilities and item customization, offering a rewarding sense of accomplishment as you develop your character. Set in a world ravaged by science gone wrong, you play as Ryan, a young man with formidable physical abilities who wakes up in a nightmarish facility with no memory of his past. What makes this game stand out is its unique blend of survival horror and psychic combat. Instead of conventional weapons, you use Ryan's psychic abilities to battle those grotesque enemies and solve sometimes really complex puzzles. The game's tension builds as you need to manage your mental energy. Overuse your powers and you risk descending into madness. So Galerians challenges you not just to survive, but to unravel a deep and disturbing narrative, while battling both external threats and your inner demon. This game invites you into a world where fear and suspense are constant companions. Set in a chilling mansion with a haunting history, you play as Jennifer Simpson, a young girl who finds herself trapped in a nightmarish game of cat and mouse, but yeah, with a relentless killer known as Scissorman. What truly sets Clock Tower apart is its masterful use of suspense. The game's design keeps you on the edge with its unpredictable antagonists, making every encounter a nerve-wracking experience. You'll need to think on your feet, using your wits to solve puzzles and avoid traps while piecing together the story of the mansion's dark past. Picture wandering through a desolate, atmospheric mansion where the past and the present blur into a haunting experience. The game is in first person, and that draws you deep into its chilling environments. Your primary tools are exploration and interaction, as you must solve intricate puzzles and piece together clues to advance. Hellnight 2 has a unique approach to survival horror. Instead of relying on combat, you engage with the spirits and unravel their tragic stories, which influence the course of the game. Your interactions with these restless souls are crucial to solving the mystery and escaping the mansion's grasp. Now, take a look at this game and try to guess its release year. It's actually from 2021. Of course, it is inspired by the style of the 90s, but it manages to capture that era's essence brilliantly in my opinion. At first glance, it can be tricky to pinpoint its actual release year. In this game, you step into the shoes of Alisa, a young woman trapped in a nightmarish mansion filled with grotesque creatures and dark secrets. Alisa director's cut is pretty complex and intricate, but it offers a pretty good story and delivers old school style gameplay and atmosphere at its finest. This one is a really weird and obscure game. Set in a dark, abandoned research facility overrun by nightmarish creatures, you play as a young man who must navigate this maze of horror to uncover its grim secrets and escape. The fear of being chased and the need for careful exploration create a nerve-wracking yet exhilarating experience. We're back. Now, imagine navigating a visually stunning world with cel-shaded graphics that bring the gritty cyberpunk atmosphere to life. Now, combine that with some intense action and a gripping narrative, where every decision can lead to unexpected twists. As Hannah, you'll engage in high-stakes gunfights, stealthy maneuvers and clever puzzles, all while unraveling a dark and twisting story. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, where the boundaries between reality and madness blur. You play as a nameless protagonist, exploring a tower filled with horrors beyond imagination. Each floor of the tower reveals a new layer of despair and grotesque creatures. The game's art style and haunting soundtrack create an unsettling atmosphere that draws you deep into its world of twisted nightmares.